Hey guys, welcome back. I know I haven't posted a video last week and I do apologize. I've been very busy. This video is a requested video and I'm going to be talking about the internet in Spain, if it's good, if it's bad, and what it's like to be a digital nomad in Spain. Okay, so before I actually get into the video, I want to say that I have received comments and messages on Instagram, on Facebook, that a lot of you have benefited from my videos, and this makes me very happy because that's why I created this channel to help anyone that wants to travel to Spain and don't know anything. Like I was, this was my situation. So if it helps you, I am very, very, very happy, and yeah, it makes me want to create more videos. So if you have any other recommended videos, I do have a few recommended videos. I have not forgotten. I will get to those. It's just been busy, and then doing the video and editing it. I can't even speak today. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I have not forgotten, and I will get to those videos as well. Okay. So first, let's talk about the internet access, because I'm sure you may have heard, oh, it's really bad, or maybe it's really good. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on how the internet is in Spain. Okay. Living in so many different places and experiencing the internet in different areas, I'm gonna say it really depends on two things. One, where you are, and two, the company. So I only have experience with two companies, and it's Movistar and the new one that I'm using right now called, I think, Abatel. I would say right now I'm liking Movistar, but here's the problem, okay? Living in Fuerteventura, when I lived more in the north, I had Movistar. Didn't have any problems. Perfect internet. I could do whatever I want. I work online. I had no problems. I could watch Netflix, anything, right? So now we moved to this new area, and they had to install fiber optic. When we first moved here, there was no internet, and this was only like maybe a month ago. There was no internet whatsoever. And then they did all this. So we were like, okay, let's try a new company. And the company is called Abatel. So we tried it. And we're on like a 3 month, it's free for like 3 months or something like that. I'm gonna tell you, in the beginning, it sucked. It was so slow. We couldn't even we couldn't do anything. They were like, oh yeah, fast speeds, all of this stuff, right? And I had trouble working. So our neighbors who had the same company, they had the same issue. But now it's working. I can work, we can watch Netflix, but sometimes it gets a little glitchy. Sometimes. So after this trial period, we're gonna reassess and see if we want to keep it or go by a different company. Some of our neighbors, they do have different types of internet from different companies, and they said that they haven't had any problems. But I'm gonna say, in my experience, it really depends on where you are in Spain. When I was in Madrid, I moved to multiple places with the same company, and the internet varied. It really did. Some places it was faster, other places it was slower. So it's really hard to give a good answer because, like I said, it really does vary. So if you are working online, keep that in mind. But as far as companies go, I'm probably going to say Movistar is probably the best that I've personally had. And I think it's the most popular in Spain. I'm not sure. Now, let's talk about being a digital nomad or just working online in general in Spain. So, when I first arrived, I was teaching English online, and I was able to just pack up and go wherever I wanted. And this was good. There was some good things about this. I still work online now, but I'm not, you know, I guess you wouldn't really call me a nomad now because, I'm not moving anytime soon. but I can tell you the benefits and drawbacks of being one. I'm gonna say the first benefit, hands down, is the flexibility. I mean, being able to just travel and still work. I mean, you have so much freedom. It's like, for me, with my job, I mean, I can work just using my phone. So I can just pack up and go anywhere, even on vacation, which I have done, and it's nice. You do have that type of flexibility. This, I would say the drawbacks depends on if the company you're working for is a Spanish company or a company from another country. Because if it's, um, let's say, you're working for a Chinese company, for example, which a lot of Americans do. They'll teach English for a Chinese company. Yeah, you have flexibility, but they can't offer you a contract that will help you in Spain get access to medical care, things like that. If it was a Spanish company, it would be possible. You'll have access to the universal health care, things like that. So if it's not a Spanish company, and you think you might need medical, there are other ways to get it. And if you're interested in that, how to get medical care by, not actually having a contract in Spain, or being here and not having legal documentation, there are ways, and I will put that link to that video here or here. I don't know how it shows up on the video, but click that little thing, and in that video I talk about how you can do it. Another thing that I would say is bad is, in my experience, yes, your work depends on internet, and like I said before, the internet can be good or bad depending on where you are. So if you're traveling and the internet is bad, it's gonna hurt you. But if it's good, it's not. So it's always a risk. So I think if you live in Spain and you are a digital nomad and you travel and the internet speed is very important for your work, I would probably investigate and see how well the internet is in that area before you go. So like Madrid, I never had problems. Barcelona, I never had problems. In Andalusia, I didn't have problems either, now that I think about it. But I would say in Fuerteventura, I had problems depending on where I was on the island because, yeah, it's an island. So, yeah. I have a friend in Galicia, and she's told me that in Galicia, she's had problems. So, like I said, it greatly depends. I also think, I'm going to say another benefit though, is that, right now during the coronavirus, a lot of people have lost their jobs. One of our neighbors, he's from Belgium, he speaks 5 languages and he can't find a job. When he first came here, about a few months ago before the coronavirus, he found a job, no problem. But because of the situation, it's very difficult. So if you work online, you have more protection. It's easier because during the pandemic, I was working online, and a lot of my friends, they're still looking for work. So, I'm counting my blessings for that I still have a job. So that's, I think, one of the good benefits about working online, especially during the time, during the coronavirus. I would say that's probably it. No, actually, one more thing. It's like, this goes back to medical. And like I said, it depends on the company because I think about security, not like losing your job or anything like that, but if you're like a freelancer, also keep that in mind because if people, can't pay you or because they lost their jobs, and this happened to me too, I lost students and other types of people because they couldn't afford, to keep paying because of the situation. And if you don't have a contract, um, this can be bad. So if you do work for a Spanish company, make sure you have a contract because this will help you. All right, so that's it. That's my experience with both of these topics here in Spain. I hope it can help you. Overall, I like my job. I like being able to work from home. I like being able to travel. I think it's fun, and I hate driving, so that's another plus. I don't have to drive, so yeah, I like that. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. I'm gonna go outside because it's like really hot right now. So I'm gonna go outside and cool off, maybe go swimming. I don't know. Anyway, have a good day and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, hasta luego.